Isabelle Huppert speaks across a language divide at the Avignon Festival. The headline itself hints at a surprising moment, a French titan of cinema and the prestigious Avignon Festival stage, but the story is really about a language experiment. This year the festival, France's biggest theatrical event, chose Korean as its spotlight language. In 2023 the festival carried only a handful of English works, and last summer the Arabic offerings were mostly dance pieces, so the project has proven uneven, but 2024 is different. Korean directors Ja Ha-koo and Lee Jaram bring their first Avignon productions, and Nobel laureate Han Kang visits as a guest of honor. She even appeared on stage to close out a staged reading of her 2021 novel We Do Not Part. That novel has turned out to be a springboard for two very different performances. The first is the reading called Bird, directed by Julie Delicate. It takes place on Avignon's Grand Cour d'Honneur before the Papal Palace. In that setting Isabelle Huppert plays Kyung-ha, a writer and historian from Seoul who was called to her friend Inzian. The second, in Italian, is Daria De Florian's adaptation of the novel, presented in a neighboring open-air venue. What makes the reading a real linguistic experiment is that Huppert and South Korean actress Lee Ha-young perform their lines in their native languages. Huppert delivers the French parts, while Lee switches to Korean for Inzian's dialogue. The stage is almost empty, except for two lecterns. Subtitles in French, English, and Korean fill the screen, letting the audience follow their back-and-forth conversation in real time. The news of the two friends' friendship being frayed by Inzian's accident, Kyung-ha's puzzlement, and the arrival of a snowstorm on Jeju Island out of context in the heat of Avignon give you a quiet focus on human connection that is rarely the headline of a theatrical review. The novel itself reveals layers of history. Inzian is on Jeju, a remote powder town that endured massacres in 1948-49 under the name of anti-communism. Through her journey to feed her parakeet the viewer gets a sobering recall of the island's past. It's a subtle way of connecting a physical, icy snowstorm in France with the cultural snow of exile and memory in Korea. When Huppert speaks first she carries the movement of the text with an unsettling dignity that only a seasoned stage actress can manage. Over the course of the reading she moves between the emotional light of her character and the quiet gravitas she brings to the spoken word. The simplicity of the production, a bare stage, 2 lecterns, 3 languages, allows her energy to remain front and center. In the machine behind the light, the librarians pouring and producers working both find their own job beautiful. The presence of literary giants such as Har. The Avignon Festival, in its vision to spotlight a new language each year, has taken a bold step this summer by giving Korean a stage on 4 continents at once. The reading of Bird and the names of those involved remind viewers that theater can be an avenue for language lovers and lovers of history alike. The next time you could find yourself at the eve of a long winter in France, just remember there is a band of actors speaking across the world, uniting in a simple conversation and letting each word carry the weight of a distant place. Once again Isabelle Huppert shows that she can translate a language as well as a film on her own terms. Thanks for listening, enjoy the rest of the festival, and see what kindness quietly echoes across the language divide.